What's up everybody? How's everybody enjoying patch 5.0? This is Archibooms and today I'm going to show you how to do the Ret Paladin for PvE. Now this is going with the whole PvP to PvE idea concept, where I'm still in mostly PvP gear, but I have the tad bit from LFR and etc. So first thing we're going to want to do is choose Ret, and then we're going to go to talents. For our talents, I like Long Arm of the Outlaw. Pursuit of Justice would be good, but you're constantly going through Holy Power. And I don't really like the idea of a cooldown where as much as we can get it every time we Judgment. Now, for the second one, it's more of your CC. You can get either Burden of Guilt, which is a snare, Fist of Justice, which is basically a 30-second Hodge, or Repentance. Now, there's a big change to Repentance. It works sort of like a polymorph. I can't do it on target dummy, but basically, you just cast it and it CCs, and it's on a 15-second cooldown, rather than the long-ass cooldown it had before. Now, the next one's your healing. You can do Sacred Shield, which basically puts a shield on you. Eternal Flame, which basically replaces your Word of Glory, and it puts a heal over time on it as well. It still heals for a crap ton, or Selfless Healer. I like Selfless Healer personally, because then I don't have to worry about really anything changing. It's just every time you Judgment, up to 3 times, you get Selfless Healer, and on the third one, it gives you an instant heal, which is usually rather large. And for everyone below that, it actually just decreases the cast time and mana cost. Like, I'm about to get the third proc. It's going to glow, instant heal, bam. Now, the next one is your choice. It's Hand of Purity, which reduces dot damage, which I find is a little bit better than the other ones, in my opinion. Like, you can get Clemency and use, like, Hand of Freedom twice. Here, I'll go ahead and show you that. Like, you can Freedom once. Oh, didn't learn it. Okay, we'll learn it. Okay, we'll do it with Bop. See how it has the 2 next to it? It means you get 2. Like, you can sack once to someone, and then do it again. Like, can we bop NPCs? I have no idea. No, we cannot. Basically, the point of it is you can do everything twice before recurring its cooldown. The other one is Unbreakable Spirit, which just reduces the cooldown of your bubble and Lay on Hands as you spend cool Holy Power. And the third tier. This one is a bit confusing for some people. You have Divine Purpose, which basically worked like pre 5.0, where you'd get the weird little flash things right here, and it would let you use any of your Holy Power abilities as if there was 3. It's a proc chance, and RNG is sort of riddled Ret Paladin, so I tend to avoid that one. Sanctified Wrath. A lot of people look at this one and go, oh my god, awesome. Because the cooldown on your Hammer of Wrath is basically done. 50%. That's nice, but the best choice actually is the Holy Avenger. What Holy Avenger does, it's basically Zealotry. And out of the options, Zealotry is the best option. Now we're going to go over glyphs. For glyphs, I choose Avenging Wrath, which just gives me a few little heals. I use Glyph of Divine Protection, that way you can get some of that magical damage reduction. And for every other damage reduction, you get Templar's Verdict, which is 10% reduction. Basically, you're taking as least amount of damage as possible for your healers. Now, for actual fighting, you're always going to want to do Might for the Chunk to Mastery. Now, gems, typically you want to reforge all strength, unless the socket bonus is, of course, higher. Like this one, for example, if I didn't have the Strength Resilience, I would actually be going Strength Mastery, since Mastery is your best stat as Ret. It goes Mastery, and then Haste and Crit are pretty much level par. It's your choice, whichever one you want. Now, as for the rotation, it's pretty much priority. What you're going to always want to do is keep Zealotry, or Inquisition up. Inquisition is what's going to boost your damage through the ass. Now, as for everything else, you're always going to want to, make sure you're using your cooldowns respectively. Try to get some strength stacks from Guardian before you pop Wings and all your oh shit buttons. Hammer of Wrath below the certain percent or when Wings are up. But other than that, your priority is pretty much this. 3-point Templar's Verdict. If you don't have a 3-point Templar's Verdict, it's Crusader Strike, and if you can't Crusader Strike, it's going to be Judgment. But you're always going to want to start the fight. I actually start it now with Exorcism, because Exorcism actually gives you Holy Power now. Now you can either use it right off the boot, or whenever you get the procs. And when you get the procs, it pretty much goes along with the priority, but you're going to put that below Judgment and below Crusader Strike. So we'll see what type of DPS we can pull. We'll reset the meter for damage done. This is the boss dummy. I don't believe I'm actually hit cap, but oh well, we're going to go behind it just to help us look a little bit better. Make sure we have Seal of Truth up, because that's our seal. We're going to go ahead and Exorcism, Judgment, run up, pop Guardian, Inquisition up. Now we're just going to follow the basic rotation, Crusader Strike, Judgment, got that. Now we're going to burst. And basically when you burst, you're just going to be using Hammer of Wrath if you can, and that's going to proc, that. It's pretty much repeated stuff. Keep in mind I'm not hit cap, which is a main reason I'm taking a huge dump on the damage meter. And another thing you gotta remember is to always keep Inquisition up. That is a huge source of your damage. Like, we'll wait for... we don't need to wait for any of the cooldowns. But basically, that is the general rotation and spec for Rep Paladins for 5.0, Intro to Mist of Pandaria patch. Hope you guys enjoyed. Arky Booms, have a nice day.